Supercross meltdown in Mile High. Hey everybody, Walt Do Honors, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. Just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So meltdown in Mile High. That's pretty much what we had. Today we're going to examine the good, the bad, and maybe even a little bit of the ugly.
No, Walty, only report on rainbows and sunshine and donuts and chips.
No, somebody's got to examine the good and the bad and the ugly as we read between the lines and look between the ruts. Man, insanity. The reality is this, friends. Put a fork in it. It is done. It is over. Star Racing had kind of a bad night, right? Their boy, Eli. Now, Eli, you're always going to be beast mode. We will love you till the day you hang up your boots. Speaking of boots, Kitchen almost lost a boot. That was crazy. Fox, remember how Chase Sexton's guy got fired for his mechanic? And they're saying, oh, no, it was all mutual and this and that. I don't know who the gear tech is over at Pro Circuit, but I'm sure Mitch Payton had a big talking to somebody. But that was probably more incidental. Something happened. So anyway, let's move on to the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, the reality is this. Star Racing had a bad night. Bad night, their boy Eli, they covered him, had feel-good stories about him. This is where we got hurt last year. We had it on lock. We were breaking all the right records. We broke the wrong one last night. We were on the ground more than once throughout the whole day and night. And he ended up with a bad finish. Now, this is Eli Tomac. So, regardless, he's a fan favorite. For Eli, this was a win just because if you've gone through a big injury like that, to make it out of that round in one piece has to be a victory. But we're talking about now racing in 2025 after the outdoors, after SMX.
Ricky.
SMX. Every other word. God bless you, Ricky. Love you, brother. He's going to go racing. Now, that finish does not help if we're in negotiations, Eli. If I'm negotiating your contract, it's going to be hard to do with finishes like that. So it's going to be interesting to see. We're going to go against the Wonder Boy of the outdoors, the person who had the perfect season in his rookie season last year. I don't know how much hope we can put on Eli going beast mode again. Let's hope. Let's hope he does. But what we're seeing out of Eli is what happens when you suffer a big injury. You're getting older. You got wife and kids at home, and the money's already been made. There's not a whole lot to prove. It's really just, do I want to continue to go out and make as much money as I can? It's all about the money grab. Sure, you're a racer. You love racing. You do it. You love racing, but you got to get paid. And Eli knows if the money ain't there, he ain't going and risking it again. You guaranteed that. Guarantee it. So, unfortunately, Cooper Webb, he was our only hope to stop the Wonder Boy. That's pretty much over now as well, as we've learned that he's, in fact, got a thumb injury. I wouldn't be surprised, even at the time of this video, if he's announced that he's sitting out the last round. He's not even going to race. But we know what the things can happen, right, Eli? And we know, right, Chase? We know that all of a sudden somebody can have a freak accident. Next thing you know, a championship lands in your lap. So you have to think that Webb's going to go out there and, to finish the race to see if maybe he gets lucky. But is that really the way you want to win the championship, with that asterisk next to your name? That's kind of the way. You got to be in it to win it. I get it. Don't have to preach to the choir. Jump in the comments if you want. The realities are, I get it. That's in fact the way the cookie crumbles in Supercross. It's happened before. It will happen again. It's not if, it's purely when. But this is the Wonder Boy Jetson. He's making it look too easy. I thought he was going to let Hunter win. I thought he was going to let Hunter win that race. But of course, team orders would never allow that. You cannot do that. But if anybody is going to break team orders, I would think maybe Jetson would do it, especially for his brother. But it was nice to see the feel-good story, and I'm sure next week in Salt Lake, they'll have a nice little piece on that. Maybe even Ricky will be talking about it too, blowing rainbows and sunshine all over the place, how this sport's mainstream now, and we've got these brothers, and they bet the farm and came over with 2 nickels, and now they're, 1-2 the first time in history. Maybe, who knows? All I know is this is moto racing. Let's keep it racing. But I thought Jet was going to let him win just because it would have been probably a cool thing to do. Had he already wrapped up this championship, leave it in the comments below. Leave number 1, if you think if the championship was already wrapped up and it was 1-2 Hunter and Jet, Do you think Jet would have let Hunter win? I do. I think he would have let him win. Now, because the championship isn't wrapped up, he had to go for those points. It's just the way it is. You don't want to go back to the truck and be like, what are you doing, dude? What if something happens next weekend and we lose by 2 points? That let your brother win could have solved that issue. You can't have that. So unfortunately, friends, we're going to examine, like I said, the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's the bad and the ugly of 450s and Star Racing and Webb and Tomac. They didn't look good. Now, where's the good? Walty, where is the good? You're always just talking about the bad. No, I'm not. I'm talking about the things that you guys are thinking and other channels won't touch with a 10-foot pole because they're in the industry's pocket. We're giving straight talk here, right? That's all we're doing, giving straight talk and having a little fun and whistle blowing a little bit. What's wrong with that? Nothing. The good. Now we're going to get to the good, so you guys know that Walty does get to the good. The 250s. The 250 class is shaping up to be a winner-takes-all barn burner, a meltdown in Utah. Not a showdown. This will be a meltdown. We're going to have East-West both together. Stupid, by the way, because why are you going to interfere with somebody's championship by introducing a showdown at the last round? I think that's the way it's going down, right? The main event will be a showdown. So I would rather just go race the dude I got to race. I don't have to race Danger or somebody else if I'm Kitchener or Hampshire, too. But that's, in fact, what's going to happen. And if Danger lucks into some championship, if Danger ends up with Vial, throws it away, has a DNF or mechanical, and all of a sudden Danger's like, I'm the champ. Welcome to the 450s. You got 1 year to defend, and then boom. I know there's a lot of talks about Danger going 450, maybe early. Stupid. I just don't know. I mean, I should say stupid, but why would you rush to go get smoked by Jetson? You may as well stay in the 250 class. You're not ready for the 450s. And I was talking to one of you guys recently. I'm not sure Danger's style is going to translate to the 450. I'm sure he's got plenty of laps on a 450 to test his abilities. But at the moment, he's full send. You don't go full send on the 450 like you can on the 250. Full send doesn't quite work. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy. I want to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. Shark infested. Denver. Welcome to the swimming pool. Fireworks weren't really going off in Denver, other than some bad luck for a lot of the guys. The racing was a little bit, I don't know, it wasn't the best racing I've seen so far this year. Track's still a little cookie cutter. We needed some obstacles to separate these guys. We didn't get it. The whoop pad's too small. There's no over-unders. We didn't have any sand. We didn't have any dragons back. We didn't have any on-off. We didn't have much of anything but standard supercross, electric bike, groomed, forward-thinking tracks. But the good news is the 250s could be insane, and we might get lucky, and fireworks could still go off in the 450s. Cooper Webb, I'm sure doesn't want to. He might say he's tapped out. He ain't even racing. His thumb's too jacked. But you know anything can happen the way it happened for Chase last year when it got gifted to him. Those things do happen. Long shot for sure. But the 250s should be fireworks no matter what. Either way, Walty will be here blowing the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. Appreciate the content. I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media link in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless. I'll see you on the next video.